Right guys, I'm just enjoying New Year. It's the calm before the fireworks. Obviously it's New Year's tonight. I'm just sat down by the jetty. Legs are getting warm. Look, don't normally sit down because it doesn't do my back any favours. I'll be rolling around trying to get up in a minute. But yeah, interesting year this year. I'm glad it's coming to an end, but there's been a lot of turmoil this year and it's becoming calmer as we head into 2026, which it's good. And I know I keep talking about the farm stuff, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a micro update. We found a few properties now, and the range from 40,000 euros all the way up to about 600,000, and they range from a cheap property which is 14 bedroom in a village of 10 houses with a lot of farmland, located near Aragon. And I'm looking at it and I'm tempted because I could probably buy that in cash next year. The only thing is it's 4.5 hours drive from where we are in La Mata. And this type of project I'm going to be looking at with the kids at school, driving backwards and forwards over weekends and stuff, you know, because there's going to be a lot of renovation and construction work, which I'm looking forward to because it's great content when you start doing this stuff. I think it's a 17th or 18th century house, so it's got a bit of age on it. It doesn't look that spectacular. It's stone built. There's a lot of beams and stuff on it. It does need a hell of a lot of work done to it, but because of where it is in the middle of nowhere, the opportunities to buy land next to it, I'm hoping there's opportunities there. The fact that it's in a village of 10 properties, that's another plus for me. The fact that it's 14 bedroom, that's another plus, because I want to try and encourage some developments a bit out the city life, because the way a lot of the politics is today, I'm keen that if people want to exit, I want to give some people the opportunities to, well, be a bit arrogant to say follow. It's not to follow, it's I'll set a path, and if you decide to step onto it as a staging point and do your own thing, it's fine. I just want to show it's possible. And let's face it, we've already done it here, and we're not selling up in La Mata, by the way. This is still going to be the main house, but what I'm looking at is the old summer and winter setup, like every Spaniard's got at least 6 houses. It's the whole concept of having this on the coast and having like an estate inland. But that's the first property. Another one we've looked at, 25,000 square meters of land which is covered in olive trees. It's only a 4-bed, but basically in every direction is yours. It's already set up with irrigation, solar panels, etc. So it's already built up. But my only concern is, with that many olive trees, I want to do a bit more. So we'll see on that. We're still thinking on that one. But the fact that if you imagine just looking around, sort of like as if you sort of looked out there and went, that's all olive trees. That's what the sort of thing. It's all yours. The dirt track's 3 kilometers away from the house, so your gate's like 3 kilometers. And that's another one we're looking at. I won't go into the prices on some of these because the prices are all over the place. Next one is a much bigger property, 7 bedroom, but it's over 500,000 square meters of land, including forestry, vineyards, and some other bits and pieces. I'm a bit concerned that there's 3 different real estate agents advertising the same property with 3 different prices, and 3 different square meters. So the lowest is 500,000 square meters, and the biggest is, I think there's a difference of about an extra 1,000 square meters. But as I say, we're moving forward. That one might be a good one, but the only thing is, when I'm not there, is April going to be all right in the middle of nowhere? So I've got to look at it logically. I've got to see where the neighbour is, where's the nearest village, what's the transportation like. If it's all private land, maybe I'll get quad bikes so they can ride up to the edge of the estate and then walk into town. But the key thing, things are moving, things are developing, and I don't make decisions in 5 minutes. Some of this is a lot of money. Some of it is going to involve a lot of renovation, because some of them, all of them seem to have water in some form, but not all of them have got electric. Not all of them have got heating. All of them need renovation. All of them are big properties. All of them are fairly remote. So there's a few things to cover before I make that final decision. And then there is other stuff where we're sort of looking at it and thinking, if we just think too much headache. What's that down there? Do I look like an eel or a dead eel or something? But not sure what it is. Probably plastic. There is some other property we've looked at which is a bit further out, but they have everything already in place. So there's one property that comes with a swimming pool and tennis court, 4-bedroom. It's got a big function room as well. So I'm looking at it and thinking, can convert that into like the lads' pads, because obviously the teens will become little adults, and I think Zoe will be quite happy staying in the main house, but we'll no doubt have mates coming over and probably want to settle down at some point, and having a second house on the property would be useful. So I'm looking at that one as well. Oh, that one's also, does mention it's got a tennis court as well, that one. So that's another property we're looking at. And that one does need renovating, it just needs tidying up. So for example, the tennis court's obviously not been used for a while, so it just wants a bit of TLC and it'll be up and running. But depends what the area is, the extended area, where's the village, what else can I do in the area, because as I start transitioning to leave work over the next few years, I need to keep busy, and it's finding stuff to keep busy. So the stuff that's community orientated, etc., I'm up for that. This is why I'm looking at the village with the 10 houses, because I'm thinking that's something we can help develop, and I'm quite happy to put money and time into helping the community develop stuff. Don't expect it to become a bustling town. That's not what I want to achieve. But it would be nice if we can actually have it where it's a very community orientated environment. Good for the kids, good for sustainability, not on the planet, but on the fact of people actually want to live there and be there. What have they been doing here? This has been altered. Must be to break the waves up, I suppose. So yeah, that's the mini update on the properties. But maybe by this time next year, December 2026, we may have another property. Why so soon? Because it's going to take me a couple of years to bloody fix it. Because it's not just like, see here, because this is all developed, it's easier to get stuff here. But I'm looking at, if I do a full refurb, I'm going to need tools, going to need access to materials, pipe work, etc. I may have to actually drag a lot of that stuff there, to the point of having to get a pickup or a small truck to make it easier. And we get a small holding anyway with a bit of land. Having a pickup or a small truck is just going to be practical. But one of the things I'll be looking forward to is at this time of year, not bar humbug, but this is December, going into Jan. Look at that thing, sunny, beautiful. Other parts of Spain are in snow. I want to give the kids that bit where we've got the summer and winter houses. Also the fact that a lot of this is built up here, although we've got the big nature reserve over there, you start heading out to the mountainous type areas, you start experiencing more wildlife. And you can get away with doing more stuff. So for example, getting archery equipment and messing around with drones and teaching the kids how to weld, how to do carpentry work, how to get some building skills. Having a practical piece of land to work on is useful. Because along here it's all sort of gone premium again. Some of these properties have jumped by double or 3 times what they were 10 years ago. Some of the prices are just stupid. I've seen a €50,000 apartment that is now advertised at 200,000 as a 2-bed. It's actually a 1-bed with a converted balcony. These ones over there, they're at 89. Have a look online now. They're more around 189. Not renovated. They've had the render done outside, which I think is tied in with their insurance anyway. So that's a significant investment. But personally I wouldn't recommend these ones here because there's limited space, you know, for sunlight, because light's a big thing here. You want it where you're facing the beach, or it's on an orientation that gets more sun in the morning or afternoon. So like those guys, look. Well, those guys are in the shade. And I won't get the morning sun because all these buildings are in front of it. Just a little thought. All the old boats. As soon as we get more boats, well, it used to just be about here. Now it's all the way down. Alright guys, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy your day.